Good morning, class. Welcome back to one more session on types of planning. This would be the last topic in the chapter planning. However, we will not do the complete types of planning because it is an elaborate topic. We will be going a little bit slow. We'll try to understand about each kind of plan. When you observe here, kindly look based on the plans that whatever the plan is trying to seek to achieve. It could be either called as objective, strategy, policy, procedure, method, rule, program, and budget. Sometimes it's also referred to as single use plan and standing plan, which we will discuss later. Right? In today's class, what we are trying to see is we will try to see about objectives, strategy, and policy. These three things we will learn. I have been talking about objective a lot of time, and I've also explained the thing that planning gives direction to objectives. Every organization has objective. It can be general objective, specific objective. Remember in the beginning of the class. Now we'll try to understand what is this. The objective part, the first step in planning is setting objectives. Objectives are very basic to the organization and they can be defined as ends which the management seeks to achieve by its operations. That means the primary step, the first step in any management is setting up of objective. All the objectives are usually set only by the top management. This is a fundamentally asked short answer. This is an important short answer, very frequently asked in the exam. That's why I have made it in red color. Very important, students. Try to see here this point. All the managerial activities in the organization are directed towards achieving the objective. Let it be planning, controlling, directing, motivating, whatever is the kind of activity. Ultimate aim is to attain the objective of the organization. So what are these objectives? They are the basics to the organization. They are the end, ultimate end for which the management, finally what the management wants to achieve, objective only. The objective can be profit, the objective can be expansion, the objective can be more growth opportunities, could be anything. Now when we talk about defining the objective, they define the future of your business. I'll tell you easy example. The objective of Ratan Tata, if you look at the business of Tata, they have clearly mentioned that they don't want commercialized business. The objective of him is to generate more employment opportunities and provide more knowledge and create lot of subject matter experts within that sphere. That is what is the objective mentioned. When you look at the objective of Reliance, commercialization is the objective of Reliance. Right? So here they seek on employment generation. Here they seek on, that's why Tata is called industrialist and Ambanis are referred to as businessmen. So there is a difference between industrialists, depends upon the objective that they have. Now different departments or units in the organization have their own objective, specific objective. We refer to this as specific objective. Now when you are expressing an objective, you definitely, because it is planning when to do, how to do, what to do, objectives need to be in specific terms. You should tell how many water bottles you want to manufacture, 100 or 1000. That should be in return statement. And what kind of quality you want to achieve, that how much time period is there. All these things should be mentioned adequately and clearly. Now we'll go to the second one, strategy. What is strategy? Strategy is nothing but broad counter. Strategy का एक important thing है. It is usually set by the top management. Yes. So strategy is nothing but it's a comprehensive plan for accomplishing the organizational objective. See students, everything is interlinked. In the exam they will ask, objective is the first one. It is the part of strategy. Strategy ka next half is your policy. Right. So we can say that strategy is a comprehensive plan. It's another kind of thing that is also done only by the top management. Whatever future decisions you are going to take, the organization's it gives the direction and it gives the limit within which you can decide, the scope, the area, the territory within which you can make decisions. It is a comprehensive plan and it includes 3 dimensions, students. First one is it will determine long-term objective. Second one, adopting to a particular course of action and allocating resources that are necessary to achieve the objective. 3 things, students. One more time, what are the long-term objectives? It will decide. What kind of action you are going to take, that it will decide. Because planning necessarily involves making a choice between alternative courses of action. Then how much money is required to achieve that objective. Resources, not only money, man, machine, material, whatever is required. Remember, whenever a strategy is formulated, the legal environment, political environment, the dimensions of business environment, particularly the economic environment need to be taken into consideration. Because long term objective, long term decisions, anything that has to be decided for more than 5 years is called long term objective. So more than 5 years, if you are going to make a plan or determining the long term objective, then you have to consider the economic factors, the inflation, the income stature, everything, right? Strategies usually take the course of forming the organization's identity. It is the identity of the organization. Strategies are the identity. Dash is the organization's identity. Strategy, any person who wants to know about a company, if you want to Google also, the first thing that will come is the strategy of the company. Example of strategy may include expansion children. So Hindustan Unilever's strategy, when I take the name Hindustan Unilever, what comes to your mind? So many products, they have close to 400 products. What are those? See, any ad that appears in the television, I can challenge and say one of the products is Hindustan Unilever. Sunsilk, Tresemme, Pantene, Dove, Lux, Hamam, Rexona, all these Lifebuoy, all these products belong to Hindustan Unilever. In fact, they are competitors for themselves. So here they are, one of the examples of strategy is whether the organization will continue to be only in one line of business. Now Hindustan Unilever took over Lakme company also, or combine new lines of activity with the existing business, or to acquire a dominant position. So I want to become dominant in the market, whether I'm going to continue with only one kind of business, or I'm going to combine 2-3 businesses, or I'm going to have product diversification, that thing is also a strategic decision. Now coming to policy. Policy is the third category. Policies are generalized statements. It is not our policy. Mostly the values are generated here. They channelize the energies towards a particular direction. What does that mean? You know how to understand a strategy based on the policy of the organization. Strategies are very hard statements that are given by the top management, but to understand a strategy properly, you need to read the policy of the organization. They are the guide to managerial action. All the managers will have the policy book in their table or somewhere stuck up in their cabin, because all the decisions that they take are basis on the basis of strategy only. Say for example, the company may have a recruitment policy, pricing policy, with the objectives are set and within which the objectives are set and the decisions are made. The company may have a recruitment policy, a pricing policy. The recruitment policy is, we want only freshers at this stage. We want only experienced candidate, minimum 4 years for manager cadre. We want a technical guy only. So there are certain specifications. We want only female employees for this reception. So there are different categories. If there is an established policy, it becomes easier to resolve problems or issues. As such, a policy is a general response to a particular problem or situation. Got it? Whenever there is a problem, there is a chaos, there is a doubt, you can refer the policy book. Detailed explanation about everything will be given in the policy book. That is why I said every manager will have a copy of the policy within their drawer or desk. Now policies are of two types, children: major policy and minor policy. Major policies are like customers, clients, competitors. Minor policies are major policies are outside environment. I'm talking to a client, I'm talking to another business, I'm talking in chamber of commerce, I'm dealing with my competitor, I'm doing marketing. All these things come under major decisions. Minor decisions are very simple, that within the organization, leave policy, Friday only you can wear casual, you cannot wear a jean to the office, you have to have formal structure, you cannot have beard in the office. There are so many rules and regulations, right? All those rules and regulations, come under the office's policy. See, now I will take example of our school only. Two types of policies. Major policy. Major policy is, our school is committed to all auditing the accounts and everything to Pune mission. That is major decision. The accounts, the activities that we do, the amount of expenditure that is involved, how many people additionally we are recruiting, how many staff are there, how many drivers are there, how many new vehicles we are going to buy, how many new buses we are going to buy. They are all major policy decisions. Minor policy decisions is leave application to the employees, granting of the particular dress code for teachers and IMS and drivers. All those are minor things, right? So it depends. Now we basically, all the major decisions that we take come under the major policies, and the minor ones are coming under the minor policy, like leave policy and all. Okay, right? So three things we have understood today, children. One is your objectives, another one is your strategy, and the third one is your policy. Now in this you have to understand one thing. Strategy, 1 minute. In this you have to understand one thing. Everything is a continuation of the other one. If you look at objective, this is the first step in planning, or the primary step in planning, always done by top management. A strategy is also only done by the top management, but it is a comprehensive plan. In objective you just give statements. In this, the comprehensive elaborate explanation of objective is done. When you talk about policy, policy provides the basis of interpreting the strategy. Now policies can be major and minor. Understood? I hope I have made sense in this class. And Monday you have your slip test. It is counted for your marks. Kindly get serious with your books. And I hope that you will prepare properly. In case you need any material for studying for the test, any objective kind of stuff, please contact me or put it in the group so that I can help you further. Thank you and have a fantastic day. Dada Sham.